Welcome to the Scenario Podcast, your guide to mental health and well-being. Each episode, we uncover practical tools, discuss expert insights, and explore how supplements can transform your mental health journey. Get ready to learn, grow, and thrive with us.
Okay, so if you've been looking for, natural ways to deal with all the stress that life throws at us, you've probably heard the buzz around magnesium supplements. It's really become a go-to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the basic idea everyone seems to get is, well, magnesium helps your body handle stress.
And that baseline understanding is spot on. I mean, fundamentally, magnesium is absolutely pivotal. It regulates the body's whole stress response system, the neuroendocrine system.
Okay.
It kind of acts like a brake, influencing neurotransmitters, and crucially, helping to keep cortisol, our main stress hormone, in check.
Right, cortisol. But here's the tricky part, and it's really why we need this deep dive today. Magnesium deficiency. It's super common.
Chronically common, yes.
And our sources are clear. When your levels are low, it doesn't just make stress feel worse, it's actually linked to more anxiety, more sensitivity to stress. It basically makes things much worse.
Exactly. It's like trying to put out a fire with, well, an almost empty extinguisher. And the issue isn't just being deficient. It's about getting the right kind. Simply grabbing any old magnesium bottle off the shelf. It probably won't do the specific job you need it to.
Because they're different, aren't they?
Completely. Different forms are bound to different things, different molecules.
Yeah.
And those partners basically tell the magnesium where to go in your body and which stress symptoms it's best suited to tackle.
Okay, so feeling overwhelmed by all the choices in the pharmacy aisle, that ends today. Our mission here is to, cut through all that confusion. We want to help you figure out the best magnesium supplement specifically for how stress shows up for you. Is it anxiety keeping you up? Physical tension? That awful brain fog?
Right. Tailoring it is key.
Okay, let's unpack this. So let's dive straight into the ones focused on the mental and emotional side of things. First up, magnesium glycinate. This one feels like it has sort of legendary status for calming things down.
It really does.
Why is this particular pairing magnesium with glycine so good for anxiety and sleep problems? Well, what's really fascinating here is the synergy. Magnesium is chemically bound to glycine, which is an amino acid.
Okay.
And glycine isn't just along for the ride. It's actually an inhibitory neurotransmitter itself. Think of it like GABA. It sends quieting signals in the brain.
Ah, so it's like a double whammy for calmness then.
Yeah.
You've got the magnesium regulating the main stress response,
Right.
and then the glycine actively promoting relaxation.
Exactly. That dual action is why it's so highly recommended for those classic stress symptoms. Trouble sleeping, because your mind won't shut off, feeling restless, that persistent background anxiety. The magnesium helps stabilize your nervous system overall, while the glycine specifically signals the brain it's time to, wind down, prepare for rest.
That makes a lot of sense chemically. But practically speaking, who really benefits most from glycinate? Who has that aha moment? Well, the main group reporting big benefits are definitely those struggling with anxiety and sleep disruption. There's good clinical research, plus tons of user feedback supporting how well it can ease anxiety and really improve sleep quality.
Okay.
And crucially, we need to mention how well it's absorbed and tolerated. Because the magnesium is sort of protected by the glycine. It's much, much gentler on the stomach.
Less digestive issues.
Exactly. It typically doesn't cause the gastric distress that can sometimes happen with other forms of magnesium. Big plus.
That's a really key difference then. So if glycinate is the go-to for the sort of emotional storm and getting a good night's sleep, what about those days where stress just wipes out your ability to think?
Right.
Like if my main problem is that crippling brain fog or I just cannot focus, does glycinate help there or do you need something different?
For that, you really need a form that can, let's say, unlock the cognitive side. And that brings us to magnesium Threonate.
Threonate, okay.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Most things have a hard time getting into the brain because of the blood-brain barrier. It's super selective, designed to protect the central nervous system.
Right, keeps most stuff out.
Yeah. But Threonate, it has this unique ability. It's known for being able to effectively cross that barrier.
Wow, okay. So it's delivering the magnesium directly to where the stress might be causing cognitive issues, like right into the brain's pathways.
Precisely. And that direct access is why Threonate is the recommendation for people facing those cognitive struggles linked to chronic stress.
Such as?
We're talking brain fog, yeah, but also real difficulty concentrating. Maybe mood swings where you feel like your thinking is just overwhelmed.
The research on this one is pretty compelling too, isn't it? It's not just about feeling calmer, but actually thinking better.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Studies suggest it can enhance synaptic density, basically the connections between brain cells, and improve overall cognitive function. It seems to influence pathways involved in learning and memory. So think about someone whose job needs sharp focus under pressure, or maybe someone whose stress makes them forgetful.
Yeah.
L-threonate could be an excellent choice there for trying to restore that mental clarity and emotional balance.
Okay, that's a really clear difference then. Glycinate for the anxiety, the restlessness, the sleep issues, calming the system.
And L-threonate for the cognitive
Yeah.
side, the focus, the brain fog, the mental performance under stress.
You got it. Targeting the brain directly. All right, moving on from the mind. Let's talk about the physical toll stress takes. For lots of people, stress hits the body first. You know, tight muscles, knots in your shoulders.
Oh, yeah. Tension headaches.
Right. Or even that scary feeling of your heart racing when you're stressed out. For that kind of physical pressure, we're looking at magnesium taurate.
Correct. With taurate, the magnesium is paired with taurine, another really important amino acid.
Taurine,
Taurine is often described as kind of like a pressure valve for the nervous system.
a pressure valve. Why? What does taurine do that targets these physical symptoms specifically?
Well, taurine is known for supporting heart health. That's one aspect. But deeper down, it helps stabilize cell membranes and regulate excitatory neurotransmitter activity.
Okay, so it calms down overactive nerve signals.
Essentially, yes. By reducing that electrical excitability, it directly helps ease muscle tension and even vascular tension.
Got it. So if your main complaint when you're stressed is physical, like that constant muscle tightness, maybe cramps, or those really unsettling stress-induced heart palpitations,
Yeah.
then taurate is designed for that. It's tackling the direct bodily results of that fight or flight response.
That's exactly right. The evidence points to its effectiveness in managing these kinds of physical symptoms. It offers that dual action on both nerve signals and cardiovascular health that, other forms don't really prioritize in the same way.
Makes sense. And then finally, we have the one that's probably the most familiar to people, magnesium citrate, though maybe not primarily for stress, more for its other effects.
Absolutely. I mean, its main claim to fame generally is promoting digestive health.
Right.
It works through osmosis in the gut. It draws water into the intestines.
Yeah.
That's why it often has that gentle laxative effect.
So in a stress context, who is this form actually for? It doesn't seem to target the brain like L-threonate or the nerves like taurate.
Well, this raises an important point about the gut-brain connection. Citrate is really beneficial for individuals who need digestive support alongside stress management, especially if you experience things like stress-induced constipation or your digestion just generally slows down when you're under pressure.
So the stress relief is more indirect.
It is, but it's definitely not negligible. We know the gut and brain are constantly talking to each other through the gut-brain axis, right?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Chronic stress often messes with digestion. So by helping with regularity, maybe reducing a bit of inflammation or stagnation in the gut, citrate helps ensure your overall magnesium levels are sufficient throughout the body.
And restoring balance in the gut sends calming signals back upstairs.
That's the idea. It supports effective, more systemic stress management. It's really about maintaining that foundational well-being, which includes good gut health.
Okay, that makes the picture much clearer. So just to recap the four main players: glycinate for the anxiety and sleep,
Emotional storm, yeah.
L-threonate for the brain fog and focus,
The mental traffic jam.
taurate for the physical tension, the muscle knots, the palpitations,
Physical knots, exactly.
and citrate for general support, especially if digestion is also an issue.
The systemic foundation and gut support. You got it.
Now, connecting this back to the bigger picture, the research, what else do we know? Our source material mentions something about enhancing magnesium's effects.
Yeah, what's fascinating here is that magnesium doesn't always work in isolation. Supplementation seems to give even better results when it's paired with certain cofactors.
Vitamin B6 kept coming up. Is that like a crucial partner? Does B6 help the magnesium work better somehow?
In a way, yes. Think of B6 as an absorption partner. There's good clinical evidence showing that vitamin B6 actually improves how well magnesium is absorbed, how it gets into your cells, and how effectively your body utilizes it.
Ah, okay.
So for someone really aiming for the maximum stress relief impact, combining magnesium with B6 seems to be a pretty smart optimization strategy.
And we're not just talking about feeling slightly better, are we? The impact seems quite significant in studies.
Absolutely. Recent big reviews, meta-analyses, and clinical trials, they've really highlighted a substantial positive effect of having adequate magnesium on mental health.
Like what specifically?
They've actually observed significant improvements in scores for both anxiety and even depression in people participating in these studies. It really underscores that getting enough of this nutrient and using it well is a major piece of the mental resilience puzzle.
That's powerful stuff. Okay, let's get practical then. For someone listening, holding a bottle of one of these, what does this all mean day to day?
Well, first thing is patience and consistency. While you might feel the calming effects of something like glycinate relatively quickly, maybe even the first few times,
Right.
getting that deeper systemic stress relief or seeing cognitive improvements, that usually takes a bit more time. Results vary, obviously, but you typically look for positive changes within, say, a few weeks of consistent daily use.
Consistency is key. Got it. And what about downsides? We touched on glycinate being gentle, but what about side effects in general?
The most common issue people run into with magnesium supplements, generally speaking, is digestive upset, primarily diarrhea,
Yeah.
especially if you start with a high dose right away. And that's another reason why matching the form to your needs and maybe starting slow is so important. If you know you have a sensitive stomach, reaching for glycinate makes more sense than, say, starting with a high dose of citrate.
Good point. Okay, and the really crucial disclaimer.
Yes, absolutely essential. While magnesium is generally very safe for most healthy adults, you absolutely must talk to your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional before starting any new supplement.
Especially
Especially if you have any underlying health conditions, particularly kidney issues, or if you're taking other medications, things can interact. You need to make sure it's the right choice for your specific health situation.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, so to wrap up this deep dive then, managing stress effectively with magnesium. It's way more nuanced than just grabbing any bottle.
Definitely.
It really boils down to matching the specific form to your specific stress symptoms. Overwhelmed by anxiety, can't sleep, think glycinate. Brain fogged, can't focus. Look at L-threonate.
Yeah.
Feeling it physically, muscle tension, heart racing. Threonate's your target.
Yep.
And if you need overall balance plus some digestive help, citrate is worth considering.
Perfect summary. And maybe just one final thought to leave you with,
Yeah.
building on that synergy idea with vitamin B6. Since we know that not having enough magnesium makes stress worse,
Right.
and we know that nutritional partners like B6 help you absorb and use the magnesium better, it kind of suggests that tackling deficiencies and the stress they worsen might not just be about getting more magnesium in.
Ow.
It's also about optimizing how well your body can actually absorb and utilize it, making sure you have those necessary cofactors like B6.
So the effectiveness really hinges on how much your body actually gets to use.
Exactly. It really drives home the importance of thinking about those nutritional partnerships for getting the maximum benefit from any supplement, really. Something to consider.
Thanks for tuning in to the Scenario Podcast. Don't forget to visit scenario.com for more expert tips, articles, and supplements designed to support your mental health. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe and share it with a friend. Until next time, take care of yourself.